Now this illustration deals with equipment fastened in place or connected by permanent wiring methods, and grounding procedures are illustrated here in accordance with 250.134. Now 250.134 is a very important section when you deal with the equipment grounding procedure. Notice 250.134B as in boy says an equipment ground has to be routed with the ungrounded phase conductors in neutral if present. Now before we dig into this illustration, let's review the notes first. Note 1, electricians use the articles in Chapter 3 to install the wiring methods used in the electrical system. And for this reason, Chapter 3 is known in the electrical industry as the installation chapter, because electricians really use Chapter 3. Now, the illustration, we'll review it, but note 2 first says all the wiring methods above shall be connected to earth ground by a grounding electrode conductor at the service equipment, as you see in the illustration. You have the GEC and the GES. Now, what this is stating and showing the different types of equipment grounding schemes. You could have rigid metal conduit by itself, intermediate conduit by itself, rigid non-metallic conduit with an equipment ground, electrical metallic tubing, armor cable, flexible metal conduit, liquid type flexible metal conduit, cable tray, and other metal wiring methods, metal enclosures, metal raceways. But if the metal of raceways and enclosures are not permissible to be used as a grounding and bonding means, for so to speak, or path for fault current to travel over, then an equipment ground would be pulled. And in some cases, redundant grounding, in my opinion, is done by pulling an equipment ground with all the wiring methods that you see listed there that are permissible to be used as a grounding means. But now remember, we previously looked at 250.118, which deals with this illustration also. All 250.134 is illustrating is equipment fastened in place or connected by permanent wiring methods. Its equipment's fixed. How is it grounded? With metal raceways, with non-metallic raceways, with equipment grounds routed in each, or just metal raceways used as an equipment ground by themselves, were the conditions of use permitted, and the NEC has sections to allow this. And that's what our figure 16-120 is illustrating.